Hello everybody, I'm Li Jingjing. It's my great honor to join this amazing lineup of speakers for the launch of No Code for Britain. As someone who used to study and live in Britain, I really cherished the hospitality, the kindness, and the friendship that people in Britain showed me. I remember my classmate invited me to her family's Christmas gathering so I wouldn't be alone in my apartment during the holiday season. I was amazed by their warm hospitality and really enjoyed how we talk about the cultural differences between our two countries and try to understand each other. I really hope more people from China and Britain will have this kind of opportunities to talk to each other. My professors taught me how to be a good journalist. Their words inspired me to continue this career that I've been doing for more than 8 years. As someone who has lived both in China and Britain, I sincerely hope China and Britain can work together, understand each other, respect each other, and communicate with each other. Having been born and raised here in China, me and my family have witnessed big changes. When I was a kid, even having a flush toilet in our own house was a luxury. Yet now we are able to live in relative comfort because my parents could improve our lives through their diligent work in a society full of opportunities. I was given the chance to pursue a better education, chase my dreams, improve my family's life, and be whoever I wanted to be. But my story doesn't compare with those I've heard from the people I've talked to in all corners of China. Here I want to share with you some of the stories I've heard from the people I've talked to on my journey. As a journalist, I try to travel across China and the world to understand different cultures and different people. In the past few years, I traveled extensively in Guangxi, Hainan, Tibet, Xinjiang, built precious friendship with people there, and also saw how their lives have changed over recent decades. In Hainan province, I saw how a place, a fishing village 40 years ago, has turned into a developed province, a pilot free trade zone, a paradise for tourism, a place that holds international forums. In Guangxi, one of the provinces with the most challenging geological conditions and diverse cultures in China, I saw kids from different ethnic groups in remote villages moved into brand new schools with top-level staff and educational materials thanks to poverty alleviation projects. With this level of education, the future generations will forever have the tools to stand on their own feet and make sure their families won't go back to poverty. In Tibet, the changes in the past 60 years has been dramatic. The illiteracy rate decreased from 95% in 1959 to 2.6% in 2020. The life expectancy of people there has risen from 35.5 in 1959 to over 70 nowadays. In Xinjiang, a place I visited many times in the past 10 years, I was stunned by the depth and the variety of the beautiful cultures of different ethnic groups that have been living in that region for centuries, including Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Tajiks, Han, Mongols, and Sikh. But I also saw during a certain period of time how people lived in fear because of terrorist random attacks targeting everyone across Xinjiang. People of all ethnic groups, regardless of their gender or age, were injured or killed in those attacks. Now there has been 0 terrorist attacks in Xinjiang for over 4 years. 2.9 million people in Xinjiang were lifted out of poverty. Women, especially those who used to live in abusive relationships, who were told by their husbands or fathers that they should cover themselves up and not work at all, are now able to be career women if they want, and choose the outfit they prefer. Me, a non-religious person and a woman, was invited by several spiritual leaders to visit mosques and temples of different religions in Xinjiang, in Mongolia, and Tibet. The leaders of those faiths are not only opening up and welcoming non-religious people to visit and talk to them, they are also opening up to each other. An imam from Inner Mongolia told me he regularly meets the leaders from Buddhism, Taoism, and Christianity to discuss plans to build their city as well as organize charity work to help citizens. China has 56 ethnic groups, 5 main religions, over 80 different languages and dialects. And China has found a way to build a harmonious relationship among those people, promoting and protecting their respective cultures. I believe this kind of solidarity can transcend borders and can apply to people of all races, all nationalities. As a person who has lots of love for Britain, I feel sad to see some politicians and journalists there joining the narratives to demonize China, participating in the secessionism in Hong Kong like it's still their colony. The British media that I once looked up to is peddling this Western propaganda full of disinformation about Xinjiang, Tibet, and Hong Kong. These attempts aim to destroy the prosperity that we worked so hard to achieve, to bring back the chaos that we solved through poverty alleviation, and shatter the solidarity we built. This is not the relationship we want to see between China and Britain. As a Chinese, I cannot forget the colonial past between China and Britain, but I think we can put down the differences and history, join hands, work together, talk to each other, and build a much better relationship between our two countries that can benefit us all. Thank you very much.